going to be the issue of the day today. Some of the bikes were going to be close to running out of fuel. PG Lundmark has just run out of luck. He's out of the Dakar. How close can you get? And it rained overnight. It has meant that the sand is very heavy and difficult to drive in. Quick look back at what happened 24 hours ago here on the Dakar Rally. Thierry Delaverne running into fundamental problems with the front left-hand corner of his Nissan. And obviously all hands on deck to try and get it fixed. Completely taking the whole thing apart. And Delaverne doing his own mechanicking after, of course, in the middle of the marathon stage. No mechanics allowed at the end of the stage last night in Tajika. The only mechanics allowed would be the ones in the racing trucks themselves. But everything was all sorted and the nuts were put back on before Delaverne disappears off into the distance.
C'est gentil de me dire ça.
The dust was up, though, of course, for the leaders on the third longest stage of the entire event into the Dakar in this year's event. Difficult indeed for many of the competitors, but at least it was a soft landing. For the Latvian buggy crew, they were beached on top of this particular dune, and they weren't to go much further. Running off the boards. Oh dear, let's start again. Words to that effect. And if it was difficult with four wheels, can you imagine what it was like on two? People are now very, very tired with just 3 more days to go in this year's event. But some of them mastering the soft dunes are doing an excellent job and getting out well. Others still left there. Eric Vigouroux, the lone pro truck V8 pushrod, rear-wheel drive of course, no four-wheel drive for him. He was stuck. He says it's been like this for the last 5 kilometers. The four-wheel drive's having an excellent run though. Never mind if you're a truck. Vigouroux decided to have a run at the next dune by going backwards. But then finding it rather heavy work to get the boards out of the sand.
Il veut dire faut être jeune et en forme. Faut faire ce sport.
And then he was going nowhere because he needed a pull from another car and was just hitching a lift, as it were, on the side of the road. Fortunately, somebody took pity upon him. And if it's going to be anything, you'd rather it be a big truck, wouldn't you? As for JP Strugo, he's continuing with his lead in the marathon class, although it must be rather soul-destroying at times in sand such as this. How long is that going to take? Thierry Magnaldi and Didier Legal getting stuck with the V6 buggy, but then damaging the bodywork as he went backwards, and Didier, the co-driver, leaping out and just throwing bits of carbon fibre away. Didier, a former mechanic for Jean-Louis Schlesser and the BMW X5 squad last year, a little disappointed. Tempers getting frayed as others continued on. Well, not for long at least. Now this is camel grass. No camels, but lots of camel grass. And the whole roots and base of this camel grass, so solid. And it can beach a car in a matter of seconds. Never mind damage one. Very difficult going. And there's more of it for the competitors to go through today as well. But Magnaldi pulling over just for a spanner check, making sure that everything is okay with the back of the Honda-powered car. The sun set on Tajika. It was another day down in Dakar. But there were still people left out in the dunes come nightfall. And if it was hard enough for the boys that we have just seen, can you imagine what it is like in the dark? It is very dark out in the desert. No glow from any nearby town lights or street lights. You've never seen so many stars out in the desert. Pure, clean skies. But it's even harder for the latter runners as they struggle to get over the sand that has been broken by the top runners who had the virgin run through the dunes. Others decided to repair parts of their cars in the middle of nowhere. But once they did get to the bivouac, amazingly with mobile phone service, some people catching up with loved ones. François Couval, happy to be here once more. And he's had a difficult run, arriving very late indeed. He'll be looking forward to some grub now. So then, another big stage. It's the second longest stage today. Tajika to Nouakchott, right on the western coast of Africa. Door-to-door stage pretty well, but a 367-mile special stage. 3 stages still to go, and it's going to get harder and harder. But